Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. I have the Green Arrow from the Justice League Action line of figures from Mattel. I believe they finally come out with a second wave. This guy, I saw randomly at Toys R Us today. The first wave was Joker, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And they also released a Batmobile, and I think there was one other vehicle for Superman or something like that. I didn't know how well they did. I thought maybe the line was dead. I know the show is, I believe the show is still on Cartoon Network. I've only been able to see a few episodes. I kind of, I wanted to watch more, but it kind of got away from me, and I just need to catch up at some point. But I saw this at Toys R Us today, and I thought, oh, sweet, they came out with the second wave. So, as you can see over here, there's a Firestorm, there's like a new Batman, and there's a Lex Luthor, and then obviously we have Green Arrow here. So I was pretty excited. I wanted to pick it up and share it with you guys, because I thought the first wave was pretty fun. I really liked that Batmobile, and I thought the figures were fun. And I like the idea of everyone's weapons kind of being universal, and they could all connect to the vehicles. All the different characters can use them all kind of neat. So I thought it was fun. So let's go ahead. We'll get Green Arrow out of the packaging, and we'll take a closer look. So here is Green Arrow out of the packaging. And actually, I think the figure looks pretty good, especially the head. Really nice detailing, nice sculpt. The facial hair is all done really nicely, painted very nicely. I like the mask. The hood looks a little weird because it's like a separate entity, but that's just because of how they had to do it with the figure. I mean, I guess they could have tried to do, but I guess, does he have a cape on the show? Maybe he doesn't. I'm not really sure. But I feel like if they tried to mold it straight onto this, then obviously you'd lose out on the head articulation. So, but you have the normal kind of in and out for the shoulder joint, as well as all the way around. You have a 90-degree at the elbow, and then this can also spin. And then you have waist swivel. You have out to the side for the hip, as well as front to back, but it stops there because of the butt flap. And then you have pretty much 90 degrees in the knee, as well as a swivel there as well. So really nice articulation. And I would say, all told, this guy is probably about 4.5 inches tall. Here's Cogman from last night. You can see he's a little bit taller. He's probably about 5 inches, so maybe 4.5 for GA, as it were. But yeah, really nice detail. I like the color scheme. I think like everything looks really good. Now he does come with these accessories. This is his bow, and it does look a little weird, and that'll be very apparent in a minute. Trying to see if I can actually get him to hold it. Yes, you can. So he has this bow. It does look strange, but he can hold it. I kind of wish he also came with like a regular bow, just because this one's a little weird. But basically what they want you to do, you can see he also has this kind of rocket launcher piece that he can hold. And it kind of looks like his quiver. So anyway, you have this arrow that you can pop in. And then it's just a flick fire missile. Ooh. Okay, well that's gone. I'm going to have to go find that. One moment. Okay, we're back. I had to find the missile because it's very integral to the rest of the review. So I'm going to put this back in. And you can pop it on his back. And to me, it kind of looks like his quiver. If you want, you can angle it to the side if you kind of like that look better. Sometimes on the show, he just kind of has it straight up like this. Sometimes he has it to the side. So however you want to do it. But it looks like his quiver, which can go with his bow, which he can wield. Now, unfortunately, because of the gimmick with the bow, it doesn't look super great in his hand. This giant plastic tube here in the middle. But what you're supposed to do, spin the quiver like this, take the bow, obviously split it like this, and then you take this and drop it on the end of the missile here, and then it's supposed to look like he has a helicopter backpack. Which, granted, is not ridiculous. I mean, you know, sometimes Green Arrow has a host of crazy arrows that do random things, so one of them turned into a helicopter. I could see them doing that. It's not completely unheard of. But yeah, overall it's alright. The only thing is, because of this gimmick, the bow itself kind of suffers, which is why I kind of wish they included even just like a bow with an arrow stuck on it or something like that. But I mean, it's not a big deal. He can use the bow, he can use the rocket launcher, so he does come with 2 accessories. And overall, I really like the design of the figure itself. I think the color scheme looks great. I think even with the quiver on his back, he looks really cool. I really like the head sculpt. The only thing when I pulled it out of the packaging, there was a little bit of paint smudge on his arm here. So I'm worried that these bands on his forearms, or his biceps rather, I'm worried that over time that might smudge. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I don't want to like put it in a bin with a bunch of other figures and come back and there's green paint all over everybody because Green Arrow's bicep paint decided to get all over everybody. But other than that, everything seems really solid. All the other paint, I mean, mostly everything else is molded plastic. This might be a paint app here, but this feels pretty solid. So yeah, overall, I really like his design. I think he looks really cool. The only thing I would complain about is this kind of weird bow. It's not terrible, but it's not great. And obviously that bicep paint, I hope, doesn't come off in the future. But yeah, pretty solid figure. Articulation's there, design's there. I think it's pretty fun. This line continues to impress me. I like the gimmick. I like the just, you know, they're fairly inexpensive, which is nice. I think this was $8.99. No, I'm sorry, it was $7.99. $7.99 at Toys R Us. That's the only thing. I can really only find them at Toys R Us. No one else. Walmart doesn't really have these. Target doesn't have these. For a time, Walmart and Target had like the really tall, like 1 foot tall ones. But then they kind of just clearanced them out and then they were done because they didn't really move. So Toys R Us seems to be the only place you can find this line of 4.5 figures, but 4.5 inch figures. But they're pretty good. I really like it. All the ones I've gotten so far, I like the design of them. I like the kind of stylistic choice they chose for the series. They have great articulation. I would kind of put them on par with the Ninja Turtle figures because they're about the same size, pretty much the same points of articulation, elbow, shoulder, hip, knee, head swivel, and the amount of accessories you get is pretty much on par. They're just a little bit shorter than like a TMNT figure. So I think the value's there. I think they're fun, and I think it looks pretty good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the 4.5 inch Green Arrow from the Justice League Unlimited. No, Justice League Action, sorry. Justice League Unlimited was another show. This is Justice League Action. In any case, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching.